coup this time. Anyway, let's get this thing up the hill. And this one I'll clean in the bottom yard rather than at the entrance, farm entrance. Just because we need to unload the seed as well. Mind out, doggy. Alrighty. Actually, while we're here, let's top that off. So, are there any jobs doing? 32,000 baling, 10,000 fertilising. I did, and 16,000 fertilisers. See, we could do those. That's another 26,000. I mean, the 32,000 baling, that's a nice big contract, but I'm not sure I really want to spend time baling. We've got a lot of baling stuff we need to do on our farm. And doing it on everybody else's is... They can get long and quite tedious. But they do pay well. Plus you get to keep the silage and do it all again. So sometimes, you know, if I'm getting low on digestate, I'll do a baling contract because it's technically a baling contract for wrapped grass. We'll do the contract, we'll collect the excess bales and we'll leave them down at the BGA to brew, and then once they're done, free digestate. And you get paid for them, but free digestate is primary goal for doing that thing. I don't know how those bales are doing. And let's go that way. And the good thing about these bits of equipment is the rear axle is set back quite a long way. So they do. It's very easy to control where they're going. If you've got a short wheelbase thing like the Rapper, you know, it can break out on you quite quickly. All right, that's done. That's done. Oops. Put that away, and we'll put this away. So big helianthus header needed for sunflowers, but we'll be. I think we'll be hitting the corn first, and I'm going to have to lease the forage harvester and the header, probably a high tip trailer. So that's all going to cost probably about 40,000 just for an experiment to feed the sheep. Maybe more because I might need it for more hours than one. But still, that's a costly experiment. But it's not one I really need to do because, you know, Farm Sim 19 is done. We're now on to 22. But I want to do it. Sorry, it's a thing. And yeah, I've been trying to find a replacement to grass for the winter, and you know, part of the problem we have, if I pull up the sheep thing, which is that one, sheep need grass silage and clover silage. We can do the clover silage, so we don't have to worry. They want hay, alfalfa hay or clover hay. I do clover hay. That's not an issue. They need fresh grass, clover, fresh maize or hay pellets. I could potentially do hay pellets, but I need to buy the pellet haul. Do I need to buy the pellet haul? No, I don't need to buy the pellet haul. I need to buy the pelletizer, and that costs 500,000. That's an extravagance that I'm not sure I really want to bother with. And then they take sugar beets or carrots. Well, we do sugar beets. I'm not bothering with carrots on this one. because I need the big harvester to do carrots, and the big harvester costs $500,000. So the big problem is this third row here. It automatically loads the grass, at least it should do, like these two. I don't have to worry about feeding them grass for 90% or 75% of the year, because there's grass in the field, and the way the map's set up, the food troughs automatically replenish from that field grass. The problem is winter, when the grass dies, they lack that food source. My dog. Who's a good dog? Okay. So that's kind of the issue we have at the moment, is finding a replacement. Now, I tried clover and it didn't work. The food trough would not accept clover. So there's our first problem. Hopefully it'll take this. Good grief, this grass is really high. Oops. We'll throw this around. Typically they don't take a full crate of sugar beets. And I think now in this field I have 3 partial crates of sugar beets. And not going to take all the hay either, but that's fine. Now the sheep in this field are quite young, so they don't eat as much as the adult sheep in the other 2 fields. I'm going to catch the sun. It's only 3,300 there. So we've fed them everything except grass. I could go and scoop up that grass and finish off their feed, but this is Oakfield Farm, so they need more silage. I'm not going to worry about that. We might just go and get the dude. Actually, let's do that, and I might put a couple more hay bales on that tractor, on that trailer. Like I said, the other 2 fields have adult sheep in them, and they do go through food a little bit faster than the young sheep in that top field, which is why the top field has a little bit more hay left over, silage left over, that sort of thing. Don't need the back one. Okay, so I'll go and get the telehandler and we'll scoop up some grass there. That top field has always been a problem with auto-replenishment of grass. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I guess I need to connect the bucket to that. I don't know if this can actually haul that Ivor Williams trailer. This is a... This is a quick test, and it's not something I'm ever going to remember, so I'm going to try this every time I think about it. And no, that's pretty well lined up, and that is not going to attach. Okay, so we'll go and deal with the grass for the baby sheeps. Since I don't have to worry about anything else, we'll just drive through the hedge. Whoosh. That's where the 300 litres of grass in our silo came from, obviously. Because this one sometimes replenishes automatically, the others always do. If I want to keep their feed areas clean, we have to scoop up the grass, and then I've got nowhere to put it, because on the other 2 fields the trough is full when it comes to grass, and that's 400 litres, that's fine. We tip that there, and that fills it. That's not the problem. Great demand for eggs, huh? So where am I looking? Oakfield. So we've put in another 400 litres there. I'm thinking I can probably go get grass from both other fields and bring it back up here, and it'll still work. So we'll do that. Actually, we'll do this one first. Whoosh. You can tell this is field grass rather than map or map grass. What I call a pasture is because at long distance they look brown, like they haven't been planted. No big deal driving over this because we do not cut these fields for any particular reason. That's what the sheep do. Okay, move that down. We'll scoop all this lot up. And then while we're here, that's another 500 litres, that's a lot. That one's full, that one's not. And they took all of that. Okay, now, which one did we just fill up? I'm going to guess that one. Grass silage, clover silage. Ooh, it would be nice if it gave me a percentage as well as a quantity. Clover hay, we don't have any down here. This might not all disappear, and if it doesn't, as soon as I leave it, it will. Oops. Not what I was intending. Put that there. 70 litres. Okay. Potentially that could just disappear and we lose that 70 litres, but it's only 70 litres, so it's not a total disaster. It's a slight disaster. But for some reason, and I don't know what it is, but for some reason clover silage, if it's not a complete bale, will disappear. And I don't think I've got a mod that cuts open bales so that I could just cut it open and just leave a pile at the side of the field, which I presume wouldn't decay. The other thing it would be nice to have would be a bale shredder that took clover silage, because that would allow me to do the whole silage thing. Yeah, we could just come out with a bale shredder, and you'd end up with loose clover silage in the. Oops. Having a little bit of an issue here. There we go. We got it. So that's 1100 litres of grass, and of course, oops, yeah, no, I did want to get out. Again, this particular field, the grass is full. I don't have to worry about it. Actually, we're in Bramblewood, so the grass is full, don't have to worry about. Hay's good. Grass silage we need. Drag this back over here, and that's all gone. Clover hay, you can use partial bales, they won't disappear on you. I have no idea if that was a full one or not, so we'll wave a chainsaw at it or something. 176 litres. Okay, and they need sugar beets, and potentially this pallet is going to end up empty. Poof, gone. Okay. And my little trick for animal pen extension. Is it animal pen extension or in enhanced animal thing? Whatever it is. You can put all of the most people put, they'll put the filler pipe there, which is what you need to do. And then they put the tap right next to it. That's not always convenient. You can put the tap anywhere on the map. It's kind of like bees in Farm Sim 22. You can put the beehives anywhere. But then you also have to place the spawn point. Well, the spawn point for honey, you could put it right next to the bakery, and when the bees make enough honey, you could drop it off at the bakery and use it as a resource for creating cakes. So, you know, some people have mentioned that as, oh, why not just put the bee spawn point? I've been saying it for years. Why not put the tap for your animal troughs in the same, you know, in one convenient location that you're walking past every day? Okay, is that all of it? It looks like they took all of it. So they're now clean. They need more sugar beets, not too fussed about that. They only need about 2,000-3,000 litres of silage, so I'm not going to worry about that one. They're full. They need more clover hay. They didn't have any down there. Again, clean, fully watered. This one looking good, and yeah, we're what, 100, maybe 2 from full grass. And like I said, I don't know why that's not working. It's supposed to, but sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't when you have field grass in that field, so I ended up ploughing up the entirety of that field and replanting it with grass, which fixed, for the most part, the auto feed of grass for the sheep. But it's not entirely fixed. And then during winter, obviously there is no grass, so that doesn't happen. And we're looking for an alternate grass food source. Now I have bucketed it up some grass because I felt I might as well clean off the improve the cleanliness of the sheep for a few months. So I'll go out and grab the grass, and if I don't have a trough to put it in, I can stick it in that in our farm silo. So I have done that in the past. I don't really like doing that, but it was a sort of, well, what else am I supposed to do with it? Theoretically, because grass rots, it should rot rather than just sit there getting bigger and bigger piles of grass. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Oh, I didn't check to see whether this silage bale is actually a silage bale yet. Shall we do that too? So try not to wave a chainsaw at it, and that's still got 43 hours to go. So I'm not going to drop that silage bale in the field. We'll leave it connected, or we'll leave it on the trailer for now. So this field I need to drive into. I'm just going to put 2 bales in this field because, as I said, they're young sheep. There's more of them, but they eat less. Oops. We'll just crash into the gate post because actually they will crash into the gate too. There we go. Oh, turn away from the feed area or our bales will just... Actually, I've got 2 bales already here, 3 bales already. So let's take these to the lower field then. I really didn't realise that was a thing. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 bales in each of the adult sheep fields will be fine. This trailer is really handy for this sort of job. It doesn't have side plates that you fold down. It can have, but that's a configuration option rather than something that's just always there. So you can use it as a flatbed, you can use it for whatever you want. Okay, now I'm going to need the two off the top. And we'll just drop that over the wall. And we'll drop that off the side of the trailer. Why not? Okay. I'll toss that over there with the other. So that one still has a bale in it, and there was, what, a few litres of stuff. Let's get in and attach all of them. So in theory, this is where we've done the top field. Okay, we did the top field, that's fine. Bramblewood needs more silage and more carrots. This one needs more hay, so that's the other field. This, we're currently at Bramblewood. I suppose we could completely top off the stuff. Okay, so now I think sometimes you can leave these crates in the feed area here, but sometimes they kind of glitch out and stop being noticed. So yeah, it's sort of, you have to come down and move them anyway, so I just keep them out of the feed area and make a conscious effort to top off everything manually, as opposed to hopefully relying on them automatically to work, and then they don't. Oh! Hi, truck! Yay. And we didn't tip it, and we didn't hit the truck, so that's mostly good. And here's our food troughs here, so I can just do this from here rather than having to open the gate and drive in the field. Come on, jump. Okay. So I think I can throw that there. Most of it will disappear. They didn't need a full bale. That's interesting. Yeah. Don't press the right mouse button when you're trying to unload a trailer, because that happens. So how much is left in here? 465. I will move that close to the feed area, so hopefully that should drain itself too. Try and jump over the hedge. Throw that back over there. We'll throw that one over there with the rest of them. Okay, so that's the sheep food run done for the day. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I can put this back in the shed. As this bale has 46 hours left to brew, so what I don't want to do is accidentally leave that out on the field as basically clover. And I mean, obviously you can't use it because it's clover. And the bales are the field grass is auto-replenishing. But I'll move out some clover bales when they're finished brewing. Might need to run out with some sugar beets sometime. I can probably use the flatbed of the Land Rover to do that rather than running the trailer out there. one of the things I did want to check, we have 4, 8, 12, 15 hay bales. We have 6, 12, 13 sugar beets. I'm not too worried about the sugar beets. Sugar beets we are going to make a ton more. Basically, sugar beets. Beginning of fall, potentially we could harvest the sugar beets. I might leave the harvest for sugar beets till late because you can do that into the winter. Potatoes will need to get done. I think the corn we can do next, or possibly late summer. So that might be an option. It has to be the right growth stage though. We don't have soybeans, and then we have the sunflowers. So we'll do the sunflower harvest. The sunflowers are the priority because they are susceptible to weather. So if it rains for too many days, I won't be able to harvest them. So we'll try and get to them whenever we can. If it's raining, we can then do potatoes. Sugar beets, we've got an extra month, so we'll do those after the potatoes are done because we need the same equipment. Well, we need the same tractors doing it. Rye can be planted any time from the beginning of fall. So we're going to also intersperse our thing. We did triticale, we've done spelt, we haven't done rye, so I'll do a few fields of rye possibly. Question is, am I going to do those 2 spelt fields with canola or sunflowers? Possibly canola, because otherwise they're just going to be sitting dormant for a long time. And we didn't do much canola this year. We did 2 whole fields of sunflowers. So anyway, that's the plan. Next month, we've harvested everything that can be harvested. So